And this is where actually chapter 16 ends and 17 begins with the Wendigo hunt. And so all of this is happening. The captain's probably about to be like, okay, no harm's done, get everything straightened out. And lo and behold, Eviana is a princess. Go freaking figure, Volk. Has to go and piss off the princess.
It does mean, though, that her sister is also a princess. So Volk's got a little flirty action going with the royalty.
Ooh, he got slid in their DMs without even trying there. Eviana comes like hauling up and was like, the Frith Guild, oh, they're the ones that manhandled me. And at the peak of this, Zaxxas is the one just head tucked, tail tucked between his legs because he's the one that started the fight. So then everybody looks at Zaxxas like, how did you not only start a fight, but manhandle a princess? Like, where the hell?
And are they wrong to assume it's Zaxxas? That would be my guess as well, without knowing the story.
Right. I would believe it a lot more coming from Zaxxas than Volk, to be honest. Like, if I didn't read it myself, I would definitely have believed that Zaxxas was the one that did that. Now, because Eviana, and she actually like points Volk out and says, no, he's the one. Zelfried just straight laughs out loud, like good belly laugh. And then when he realizes that she's not joking, the night captain is even like, well, all right, well, I guess we're not going to wait your turn anymore because we're going to take you straight up to the queen and have this taken care of. Instantly, Eviana kind of turns heels and, whoa, don't tell Oma. She doesn't need to know the details. And just for anybody that didn't know, Oma is actually German for grandmother. So that had to be one hell of a climb to the queen's chamber because it takes them a few minutes.
It takes a long time and high enough that they can get to a dragon as well. The dragon has to be able to sit in on this, so it's a long trek there.
Shoot, I'd be winded myself just for some climbing those stairs. They get to the top of the stairs, and of course, right outside of the throne room where she's going to be seeing everybody, she has all 12 of the runestones displayed outside of her throne room. Like, I guess that's one less thing for them to figure out where they are.
Definitely helps out a lot. And the decor also, besides the runestones, everything is covered in nullstone as well. So there's a lot of effort and majesty put into this castle.
So we get into the throne room and the dragon is just chilling behind the throne, behind the queen. Volk estimates that this dragon has to weigh at least 500 tons. Like, this thing is massive. Captain Rendell goes up to the queen and lets her know as to why he's there. And she wants to know what the heck happened. And Eviana's put on the spot because she doesn't want to tell her Oma. She was playing by the river. And just as I think Eviana was about to say what really happened, Volk comes out and was like, no, I slipped and fell in the river. And she came in to get me. And I patted her on the back and said to say thank you. And I didn't realize she was a princess. And that I grew up from the island nation, so I don't know your guys' customs that well, so I'm sorry. So the queen's basically like, okay, we'll deal with your punishment in a minute. Charles, make note of my next decree that any and all Wendigos' antlers are going to be taken and made into plague trinkets.
And the queen, in this moment, her harshness and instinct to go towards everything is mine and we're going to completely hunt all these Wendigos down is very, very trying to prove something. I don't know if she's power drunk as well, but she definitely has something to prove.
When you think about how old she is, she wouldn't need to be that crazy, but...
You wouldn't think so, but you just get that feeling from her that she wants everybody to know that she's the queen and she's not to be challenged. And maybe she's afraid that people are starting to doubt her because she's been there for so long, or, whatever the reason is. She's got some bite to her.
Right, yeah, definitely. Especially with a giant 500-ton dragon sitting behind her. Right, and before we wrap everything up, we also want to, again, remind everybody to keep an eye out on a solid release date for the Time Mark Warlock, as this is going to be coming out sometime in April. And again, this is Shammy's new urban fantasy book. So keep an eye on Amazon for when that's available. And we, like always, we'd like to thank Dan Mackison, our editor. And you can find us on Podbean, Google Podcasts, which actually will be transitioning to YouTube Music. So if you haven't switched everything over to there yet, you might want to get doing that soon if you listen to Google Podcasts. We're also on Apple Podcasts, and we have our Facebook group, and we are on YouTube. So if you want to see us as we're talking And Dan does a great job at putting in images from the awesome source Frith Chronicles fandom wiki. He does a great job getting that pushed over to us as well. And if you want to get a hold of us, you can get us at frithguildpod@gmail.com or send a message to us on Facebook or comment on the page. You're also on Discord. Scott, are you on Discord yourself?
I am.
For the Capital Station Lounge?
Capital Station Lounge, yep.
So, Scott, do you have anything else to add today?
Get ready for the tournament. Coming.
Thank you for listening and stay tuned.